This is Don Moody with handymanreality.com, and we are at Wedgewood Arms on 81st Avenue in Edmonton, Alberta, 81st Avenue and 109th Street. We're going to paint an apartment this morning, and I'm preparing it for a rental, so I might cheat and put this on Kijiji too, just for the rental. This apartment happens to have the laundry right nearby, which is free, amazingly. And there's also the office in there. We have a brand new fire extinguisher right outside the doors. We have a fire pull station. And then we have apartment 301 that is going to get the doors and the trim painted. The inside, we've changed the color here. So that means that this is going to need a color change of paint, which is a little more of a particular job and takes a little more time. It also means that we will paint all of the trim, as well as inside closets. This one happens to have, this two-bedroom apartment happens to have a fair-sized storage closet there. We're going to be painting the bedrooms. We have two of them. We're going to be painting the bathroom, and actually in the bathroom there's something I'd like to talk about. And that is this particular, what somebody thought was caulking. What they used was something called silicone, which is very stretchy and very rubbery. Paint doesn't stick to this. So between a vanity and between a painted wall, this is not the right thing to use. What should be used is something called paintable caulking. Actual caulking sort of thing. Along the way I'll show you a tube of it. So it's something we ran into. So this bathroom is going to get a complete paint as well, and color change. We like to use one room as a tool crib. So we put all the paints and everything in here. This way, if there's any accidents when pouring paint or anything, it's all done over top of linoleum. I do have one comment about my tools today. I have this bag, which is really great for painting in front, under doors and things like that for fast, short jobs. It's made by the covord.com, and my problem is this bag was actually fairly new. The plastic they made it out of, it can't take the cold. So I bought the bag and it sat in my truck for a few days. When I pulled it out, there's all of these holes cracked in it, and it's no longer really any good unless I tape it up. So enough whining. But this is a great bag because I can put my paint tray in there when I need to leave for lunch. And I can leave a roller, everything in there. The bag is vinyl, so or a plastic, so it stays sealed. My stuff doesn't dry out. Saves me a lot of time. So on with the job again. We like to remove the trim plates. We like to fill any paint chips from maybe the types of hooks that glue to the wall and supposedly pull off easily. We'll pull out the appliances and we will paint in behind them as well as all the trim. And we discovered, yeah, that's not too terrible, but our cleaner's going to hate it here at Wedgewood Arms, and she'll especially be upset about that. Under a sink, I kind of expect something like that once in a while, but not since I became the handyman for Wedgewood Arms. So that's about our tool crib and why we use somewhere with a vinyl floor or a cleanable floor. Now we're going to, we'll start off by removing all of our trim plates. And we'll actually tape the screws in them. If this wasn't a color change, I wouldn't necessarily remove the trim plates. We're also, the tenant installed their own thing here. I'm not sure why, because the phone cord is actually on the other side of the room, the phone jack, and there was one down the hall. So they installed this and they stapled it all the way along. We'll be taking that out, filling the holes before we paint. So we'll be taking all of our trim plates off and taping them so the screws can stay in, and keeping our insulators. We use these because we don't want this is a multi-family type of place. We don't ever want, if somebody gets bugs or something in one place, for them to come across into another place. So we tend to, between the units, we seal the walls as much as we can, as much as possible. And a couple times a year we bring a dog through to check for stuff, just to make sure. So yeah, we're going to remove all of our trim plates. My friend who's videotaping, Michael, likes nice bright lighting. So we have that for him. We will start on this end of the apartment, and we will work our way all the way through to the other end of the apartment. And the reason we will do that is because when you're, say, setting up and carrying one of these, we don't want the walls to get scraped. So why have touch-ups to do when you don't need to? And of course we use this for going along the tops. I'll be removing the dimmer. It was never really planned to have a dimmer here. Again, one of the tenants did a change. Not terrible. But so yeah, this has been Don Moody of HandymanReality.com, painting this 2-bedroom apartment in Wedgewood Arms of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Have a great day.